Are you suffering from constant heel pain and wondering what it is? Then you might be having a condition named as plantar fasciitis. And that is what exactly we'll be seeing in today's video. Welcome back to Tanu Wellness Physio and Pilates Hub, and I'm Dr. Tanushree, your physio and Pilates expert. In today's video, we'll be seeing exactly what plantar fasciitis is. Whether you're an athlete or a frequent walker or someone who spends long hours on their feet, plantar fasciitis can be painful and persistent issue. In this video, I'll be breaking down what exactly is plantar fasciitis. We'll explore the anatomy of foot, discuss the causes, signs, and symptoms. We'll also cover the treatment options, including exercises and alternative therapies. And don't forget, towards the end, there is a bonus section where I'll be demonstrating 5 simple, effective exercises to get rid of this condition. And here's what we are going to cover today. First of all, we will see what exactly is plantar fasciitis. I had mentioned earlier, we will see the causes, symptoms, and we'll also delve into the anatomy of the foot, and we'll see why this condition is so common. After that, we'll discuss recovery time, how to prevent reoccurrence, followed by overview of different rehab orthotics and ankle supports. And of course, towards the end, there is a bonus section where I'll be demonstrating 5 simple exercises to get rid of this pain. So let's dive in. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on our physiotherapy videos and exercises. Also, if you're finding this video helpful, then do share with your family and friends, and especially for people who are suffering from plantar fasciitis. So what exactly is plantar fasciitis? Plantar fasciitis is a condition characterized by inflammation of the plantar fascia, which is a thick band of tissue that runs along the bottom of our foot, connecting our heel to our toes. This inflammation causes heel pain that can be very sharp, intense, especially seen in the morning with the first few steps or after prolonged sitting. Plantar fascia acts as shock absorber, supporting the arch of a foot. So when it is strained or overused, there are small tears in the fascia leading to plantar fasciitis. And don't worry, it's one of the most common causes of heel pain, and it can affect anyone, but it is commonly seen in people who wear incorrect shoes, runners, or if you are overweight. So early detection and treatment are key to preventing this condition from worsening. Let's take a closer look at the anatomy of our foot, especially the plantar fascia. Like I mentioned before, plantar fascia is a thick fibrous band of tissue that stretches from the heel bone, the calcaneal, to our base of the toes. It supports the arch of a foot and it plays a crucial role in mechanics while walking, sitting, running, standing. Yes, when you're even sitting, if you don't place your foot properly, you will have constant heel pain. When you take a step, the plantar fascia acts like a shock absorber and it maintains the stability of the arch. However, when there is overuse or wear and tear, it puts stress on the fascia, which can lead to micro tears leading to inflammation. And now this inflammation causes plantar fasciitis. The pain is usually localized at the bottom of the heel. So whenever you feel that you have heel pain and it is constant sharp pain, especially in the morning, it can be plantar fasciitis, and if it is left untreated, the condition can lead to chronic pain. Even it will change the way you walk, and also other parts of the body like hip and knee are going to be affected. So understanding the anatomy and what causes the inflammation is very important to treat plantar fasciitis. If you're finding this video informative, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might benefit. Your support helps us to continue to create more valuable content like this. And remember, there's a bonus section on exercises and alternative therapies on plantar fasciitis coming at the end, so stick around. Let's explore the causes and signs and symptoms of plantar fasciitis. The most common of plantar fasciitis is overuse or repetitive strain on the fascia. This can happen due to activities that involve a lot of walking, running, standing on hard surface for extended periods. Wearing shoes that lack proper arch support can also cause plantar fasciitis. Especially people who wear insoles and they have been worn out or they're wearing for prolonged years can also cause plantar fasciitis. Additionally, people with flat feet or high arch are at higher risk because of the way their feet distribute their weight and absorb impact. The primary symptom of plantar fasciitis is sharp, stabbing, intense pain at the heel area. And like I mentioned, it is always seen in the morning, the first steps. The pain may decrease as you move or as there is some blood circulation. You might also experience stiffness in the heel and along the arch of the entire foot. If the condition progresses, like I mentioned before, you will start having knee pain, back pain, and your day-to-day activities will be affected. Recognizing these signs and symptoms early and addressing the underlying causes is the key. So make sure when you have plantar fasciitis and you start having this heel pain, try taking ice pack first and start your stretches immediately. You must be wondering how long will it take for you to recover from this condition. Recovery time can vary depending upon the severity of your condition and how quickly you have begun your treatment. For most people, it may take from 6 to 12 weeks with proper care, including rest, stretching, and using supportive footwear. However, fully recovery can take several months, especially if the condition has been left untreated. Remember that plantar fasciitis can reoccur if underlying causes aren't addressed. Factors such as wearing unsupportive shoes, insoles, returning to high impact activities too soon, especially if you're in sports and you've not rested well, you've not done your stretches and you've returned to your sport, you will have plantar fasciitis again. That's why it's crucial to follow a comprehensive treatment plan and make a lifestyle adjustment to prevent this condition from coming back. Let's discuss the importance of rehab orthotics and ankle supports in managing plantar fasciitis. Orthotics such as custom-made shoe inserts can provide necessary arch support and cushioning to reduce the strain on the fascia. These inserts are designed to distribute equal pressure across your foot, reducing the impact on your heel and arch. Ankle supports such as night splints can also be beneficial because these night splints hold your foot in a dorsiflex position, means the toes are always pointing outwards while you sleep, which helps in stretching the plantar fascia and the Achilles tendon, which usually is tight when you have flat feet. This gentle stretch can reduce morning pain by preventing the plantar fascia from tightening overnight. Compression socks are also available. Supportive shoes are there with cushioned sole and proper arch are very useful when you're treating plantar fasciitis. So when you have this condition, make sure you have shoe inserts, soles, customized shoes, and you use night splints if needed. The first exercise is heel raise. So you're going to put a tennis ball in between the feet and raise up, down, up, down, up, down. You can take a support of the wall, and once you're comfortable, then you can go off support and do it 10 times at least once in a day. The second exercise is rolling the ball or a bottle. You can place the bottle, or like I've placed a tennis ball, under the foot, under the fascia, and start rolling up and down, up and down, and then gently circular motion, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So this can be done 10 to 20 times in one go, and you can repeat once or twice in a day. Now the third exercise is a calf stretch. In this, you're going to be sitting in a long sitting position. Use a TheraBand or resistance loop. Keep your knees straight. Wrap the band around the foot. Pull your toes pointing towards you until you feel a nice stretch in the calf area and the fascia. Hold for 10 seconds. Start pulling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and gently relax. This can be done 10 times. You can repeat on both the sides and try to do at least once in a day. The fourth exercise is a foot roll. In this, you'll be sitting in a long sitting position. Press your knee down. The first thing you're going to do is up and down. Move your toes pointing towards you, away from the body. This will help in loosening your ankle joint, and then you start moving your leg in clockwise and anti-clockwise. You can do 5 and 5. This can be repeated on both the sides. This will help in loosening up the fascia and enhance your blood circulation. The fifth exercise is the fascia stretch. In this, you will be sitting in a cross-leg position. Place your foot on the other knee. With one hand, pull your toes upwards. With the other, hold your heel and start stretching. The purpose is to stretch the fascia over here. Hold for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gently relax. We do it again. Hold your toes, point it upwards, stretch until you feel a nice stretch in the fascia area. Hold for 10 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and gently release. This can be done a couple of times depending upon the severity of your condition. Before we wrap up, let's quickly recap what we covered in today's video. We explored what exactly is plantar fasciitis and how inflammation in the tissue can lead to heel pain. We also discussed the common causes, signs and symptoms, and provided insights into recovery time and preventing recurrence. Additionally, we covered the different types of orthotics and ankle supports that will help this condition. We highlighted the top 5 exercises and alternative therapies to relieve symptoms. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to my channel and do share with your family and friends. Thank you for watching. See you next time.